What's up guys, Daniel Walton here, and in this video I'm going to break down everything that you need to hit a 7-figure monthly run rate. This is going to be great if you have a high ticket offer, ideally anything $5,000 or more. Now who am I? I'm Daniel Walton, digital strategist. I own a couple agencies. We're TikTok shop partner, Facebook partner. We take on clients that are spending on a low end $20,000 a month. We have some clients spending as high as $1 million per month on marketing. So what I'm conveying to you in this video is everything that we've learned from taking on these clients. I've been very lucky to have some big clients where I can learn in a month what some agencies are lucky to learn in a year, just because of the sheer volume of data that we're seeing when we're spending these large amounts of money. So let's dive right into the 5 things that you need to have to hit a $1 million month. All right, number 1, you need good ads. Ads are so important. And I'm going to break down the 3 types of ads that you need. You are not going to hit a $1 million month without a good ad team, an ad agency, or a content strategy, or a combination of those things. Now, working with someone like myself, we execute on all of those areas. We started as a content agency. We did influencer marketing content, then started doing the media buying. And now we're a full service company that we do everything that's needed to help you scale and achieve, except for sales, everything on the marketing side. So ads are so important. Ads are the easiest way to scale. So many people go hard on content. They post organic. Oh, I don't want to do ads. Ads are gimmicky or this or that. Ads are the easiest way to make money. You can see significant revenue increases in a very short time from ads, and people don't know who you are. So ads are a great way to convey that message. Now, the 3 types of content that you need in order for your ads to work. Number 1, you're going to need pre-ads, which also known as educational content. If you don't know what that looks like, I want you to go look me up on Instagram, Daniel Walton 365, or you can look at one of my agencies, Patient Acquisition, and you can see a lot of that educational content. You want it to be engaging though. I can't stress this enough. Now, educational content, pre-ads, this is going to be posted on social media, posted organically. You're not going to scale to a 7-figure offer without an organic presence in some capacity. It's going to be very, very hard. Can you do it? Yes, you can. I know people that do it. One of my partners actually does that. He's a wizard, but it's so much work. You're going to also have a lot more issues. Having organic content, you're just going to get a better quality lead. You're going to get a better sales call, better prospect, less issues. Everything's just going to be better from having the organic content. Well, where can you post organic content? You can post it on YouTube as you're watching this video. You can post it on Instagram or TikTok, also Facebook. Those are going to be the primary channels that you'll want to post your organic content. Now, the reason for this is when you start spending a lot of money, you're going to get a lot of people that they want to just see who you are. Who is this company? What is this offer? Has anybody else done this? So you want that posted organically. Some great content is going to be, case studies. And then, look at the content that I'm putting out. The quality of the content is very important too. I can't stress that. So that's why I'm saying go watch my content. I by no means have the best content, but it's pretty good. It's really good actually. So go look at what I do and notice the hooks that I use. Notice how I'm talking, the text overlays. Certain things are going to really convey the message, and you need to do that as well. Now, if you're already an organic content creator and you have hundreds of thousands of followers, you actually might be a better content creator than me because you understand content, but you need ads to really hit a $1 million month. It's going to be very hard organically, and cracking that content is going to be good. So if you're a content creator and you're watching this, you probably won't learn that much from my content, but we have a lot of clients that aren't content creators, at least not yet. So we're able to add a lot of value to them. And it's not so much about views. Don't get caught up in the views. It's all about sales, right? You want to make money. That's it. So don't get caught up in views. Second type content that you're going to need for ads to work is direct response ads. Now, this is what you hire an agency for. This is what most people think all of ads are, is direct response. Well, what is direct response? It has a clear call to action. That's simply what makes a direct response ad, and it's measurable. We spend generally about 80 to 90% of the budget toward direct response ads. Most agencies will spend 100% of your budget toward that. Now, why is that? Like I said, we don't need to get a lot of views. We just need really targeted views. Or we're going to put some of our budget toward other types of content, not just the direct response ads. So with direct response ads, clear call to action, it's going to be measurable. And this is going to be, hey, I'm so-and-so, I help these people. Click the link to see if you want to work with us, or click the link to purchase, click the link to schedule a call. That's a direct response ad. We're not going to dive into that. And this is the important part, the propaganda content. Now, if you're already creating organic content, little do you know that is propaganda. Well, what is propaganda? It's propagating a thought or idea into somebody's mind. It doesn't have to be used to manipulate people. It doesn't have to be negative. It just simply is propagating thoughts or ideas. I'm propagating the thought in your head of using propaganda in your content. It's not negative. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt anybody. So that's what propaganda is. You absolutely need to put this in your campaign. And this is where we're going to manage the budget. We're going to incorporate some propaganda content into your ad strategies, but propaganda content is very important. We also call it framing window content. What does it do? It gets the buyer into a buying frame. Because what happens is they feel like you're going to sell to them, which you are, but they feel it and they know it. People don't want to be sold to, but they want to buy. So this gives them a reason to want to buy from you. So those are the three types of content that you're going to need in order to have a successful ad strategy. I can't express how important the propaganda content is in hitting a 7-figure month. So the second thing you're going to need to hit a 7-figure month is a really optimized funnel. You cannot do this just by throwing up some landing page. You're going to probably have to split test a bunch of things, and you'll eventually find one that works. Now, you might find it right away if you're very knowledgeable or hire somebody like myself. But if you're under $1 million a month right now, you're going to want to focus on one main offer. So maybe your offer is $5,000. You're going to want to focus on that. You might want to also increase your prices a lot. With a higher price point, it's going to give a marketer like myself a lot more ability to make more money for you, because now every sale that we get, instead of only collecting 5,000, maybe we collect 10,000. That gives me, if I can spend an extra 300, 500 bucks to acquire that customer, and we made twice as much money, why wouldn't we do that? That gives me a lot more flexibility and room. That also gives you more commission to pay your sales team. So generally, a lot of people are not charging enough. I'm a big advocate for being the most expensive in the market. And that's what I've seen works. Now, in very saturated competitive spaces, you might want to have some more competitive pricing, but there's also ways to identify yourself uniquely. And with a good marketer like myself, we can do that, so then you can still maintain being the most expensive, because maybe you don't want to have thousands of clients or tens of thousands of clients a month. Maybe you'd rather have tens to, maybe there are hundreds of clients. You might want a larger portion less than everybody else does, but you can charge significantly more. That's going to be everything. In the funnel, you really want to focus on having a high price point. It's just going to allow marketing to have more flexibility with things. So on the funnel, that's going to have your VSL. It's going to have your automations, and then the calendars or forms or surveys. Those will be the main components of the marketing funnel. So aside from ads, you got your funnel. The third thing that you're going to need to dial in, I'm not saying lightly these things, you just need these things, you're going to hit $1 million a month. You need these things very optimized. I want to stress that. And this, your marketing automations, this is going to directly integrate with your funnel. And you don't want to overcomplicate these. I see a lot of marketers overcomplicate things, and it's messy, and they're trying to do all these crazy things. It's really not that hard. You need to simplify your marketing automations. You need a good sales team that's hungry and willing to hop on the phone. With those two things, you're going to scale this very, very rapidly, and you can see significant growth from paid ads. The main automations that you'll need are going to be opt-in, booked calls, appointment reminders, no-shows or reschedules. And then we have our blitzing sequence that we implement. That's our strategy that gets people to show up. Now, we do this for all of our clients, but essentially we've determined that 18 emails seems to be the magic number. But it's not just 18 emails. there's certain things that need to be conveyed in those emails, strategically placed. They're in a sequence. And we build all this out with you. You're going to want to review your sales calls, all the objections, everything, that all that feedback you can get from either yourself or from your sales team. That's going to go into our blitzing. And this helps improve show rates, conversion rates, and decrease sales resistance. We also in this incorporate our propaganda into our blitzing. Number 4, sales. Sales must be dialed in. You need a savage sales manager. To hit $1 million month, you are going to need multiple salespeople. Unless you're selling like a $50,000 offer, one salesperson might be able to do that. But most offers aren't. Most are probably, a couple $1,000 up to $25,000. That seems to be the range of most high ticket offers. $25,000 or more seems to be pretty high. And even at that, you're still probably going to need multiple salespeople. So you're going to need to do math. This will tell you how many closers you need. For example, if you have a $200 cost per appointment and your closer can handle 10 appointments in a day, they close at a 20%. That means they close 2 per day. You have a $10,000 offer. That means they bring in $20,000 of cash into the business every single day. And there's 20 calendar days in a month. I'm just doing the math in my head right now. So 20 times 20,000. That means one closer is going to generate $400,000 of revenue per month. You're going to need 3 closers to hit your $1 million per month run rate. So that's how you do the math, is look at all the numbers. What's your cost per call? What's your close percentage per call? How much revenue is generated per week or per day or per month, however you want to calculate. You need to figure it out one way or the other. You do math, and doing math gives you the result. Additionally, from doing the math and determining how many sales reps you need a really freaking good sales manager, like really good. And what are they going to do? A good sales manager is going to spend 80% of their time doing call reviews. Call reviews are so important. You need to review your sales team. You need to get them dialed in. You need to review their calls. You're going to have weekly check-ins, if not daily check-ins. My sales team, they have a minimum of 3 meetings per week with the sales manager. They're going to say, Monday is going to be talk about your projections for the week. I've got 20 calls. I'm going to close 10. I want to hit 30 deals for the month. I've got 5 done so far. Projections. These aren't goals. These are numbers they're going to hit. We expect our sales team to hit. And then we expect them to come up with game plans when they're off from those. So Mondays is starting doing that thing. Sometimes some of our sales managers, they like to do it every day. If they're hitting their goals, I don't give a fuck about them being in those things. I care about making money. If they're not hitting their goals, they better be in those sales meetings. They better be doing call reviews, and they better be working overtime to make sure that they're going to hit those numbers. And a good salesperson is going to do that. A good sales manager is going to hold them accountable because they're also incentivized in that. So 80% of the time, the sales manager is going to be doing call reviews. The other 20% of the time, they're going to be improving sales resources, doing reporting or auditing reporting. Sales teams oftentimes lie about things, so they're going to have to just go through and really check things to make sure that these reps are doing that, and improving the processes, both the sales and the marketing. That's what a sales manager is going to do. Invest in a good one, pay salespeople good money. If you can do a comp plan and show a salesperson that they can make $20,000 a month, you're going to get a kick-ass salesperson. $10,000 a month, you'll get a pretty good one. They're going to be really good. You might need to spend a lot more time into them. But you show somebody how they're going to make $20,000 a month because of you, you're going to start getting much better sales reps. Some might want to make more than that. Now, you might not get some sales reps because your offer might not economically make sense. If the sales rep's also going to do math and they're going to determine, I can't hit my financial goals, and you might not be able to get them. But a good sales manager they're also going to help with the improving the sales and marketing. The other 20% of the time, also recruiting and training new reps. And then the last component is having a good offer. You absolutely need an offer. Now, you might be selling. You might be at $100,000 a month. You might be at $200,000 a month and struggling. And it might be an offer issue. You might have an offer that isn't big enough or isn't worded or proper. You might have an offer that's also just tweaked a little bit, might attract the right people that you can now take your price from $5,000 to $15,000 to sign up with you. So the offer is so important. A shit offer is not going to get you there. you need an offer people want to buy and spend lots of money on. Who wants to spend money on things? Rich people want to spend money on things. Sell to rich people. If you want to hit $1 million per month, you need to sell to rich people like me that value their time more than their money. Rich people will pay you $15,000. No broke person's going to pay you $15,000 for whatever program you have. So sell to rich people, filter out the brokies, and dial these things in. These are the things you absolutely need. Your strategy on your ads needs to be dialed. Your funnel needs to be dialed. That includes your VSL, your automations, your calendars, your form submissions. Your automations absolutely need to be dialed. You need to be looking at everything, open rates, response rates. How can we improve these things? And then sales, one of the most important things, sales and marketing. You're a sales and marketing organization. Offer falls under marketing and sales. I mean, your sales is going to provide a lot of feedback. You might even really get a lot back from your sales team that's going to improve your offer, improve your automations, improve your funnel, and it's going to go back and forth. So those are the 5 things you absolutely need to have dialed in. If you like that, please, better than subscribing, drop a comment with what you want me to put out next. I want to see your questions. So what questions do you have? What information would you like me to cover? I want to put out a lot more content this year. So let me know what it is that you want.